But yeah, I guess I'll just start things off by talking about the WBE, my thoughts on it, my thoughts on Draft League format, and my thoughts on just everything about the WBE season moving forward. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm a part of the WBE, which is the World Battle Entertainment singles version of this Draft League. And overall, I would say that my experience in actually playing the games has been extremely unsatisfying, but my experience with the people that make it has been, very, very beneficial. I've actually learned a lot about being a content creator. The people that set the thing up, like A-Drive, Pokegame, all the coaches, they're all incredibly wonderful people. But I've come to realize that, like, Draft League format and everything that goes along with playing in the WBE is actually, like, everything about Pokemon that I dislike. Let's start with the biggest issue, and I think that is the timer for these games. Now, for those of you guys that don't actually know, to play in the WBE, you have to use a timer that spoofs a LAN setting. So what you have to do is download a bunch of programs. I can't talk a lot about it because we don't want everyone doing this, so Nintendo patches it out. But you have to download a lot of programs and change your, like, Wi-Fi internet settings, and then, like, spoof a LAN, like, center from your desktop, connect to that so you can play with another person, so you actually can mitigate that 20-minute shared timer. You can have, like, a regular timer like we used to have in other formats, right? So that's how you play the WBE games, and it takes me so long to get into these matches, and they never even work. Like, I sit here troubleshooting it, and it's happened every single week. It's taking, like, upwards to, like, 2 to 3 hours of, like, work, where I'm just trying to, like, trying to connect, change my settings, reconnect, try and connect. And I'm not the only one that has this problem, but I guess I'm the only person that doesn't have the patience to spend 3 hours sitting on their computer trying to troubleshoot this stuff. To the point where even if it ever works, which it's only worked 1 out of the 3 times that I've done it, I'm in no mood to play Pokemon. I've been sitting at my desk with these lights on me, awaiting, like, anxiously to play my game, and then, like, for 3 hours, right? Tech issues are not it. That's why when you're like, that's it, why'd you misplay? It's like, well, I kind of just wanted to get my game over with because I'd been sitting at my desk for like 2.5 hours, like, waiting to play this game. I don't give a shit what happens in the game because I want it to be over, right? I'm done. Like, imagine, like, being on the spotlight if you have, like, stage fright. Just because I do this every day doesn't mean that those things don't make me really anxious. Imagine being like that for hours and then, like, why isn't it working? You're like, I don't know, why isn't it working? And, like, on top of that, getting, like, error signals, things like that. Like I said, you're spoofing a server. I don't want to get, like, banned. That's not what I'm about. I don't want to get in trouble. Like, I like to play things legit, right? Why don't they just use the built-in rules? Because the built-in rules use a 20-minute shared timer, and every game would go to time. And I understand they're trying to replicate, like, a Smogon, like, old school, like, competitive singles ladder, but, like, that's just how it is right now. It's incredibly exhausting. Like, you're going to see my WBE game I played, it's going to be going up against Wakanda Weaviles. I pretty much just say fuck it and just play my game. And I used, like, this, I played like an idiot, you know? You'll see the video tomorrow, and it's being up. It's already being uploaded. So that's my biggest problem is the timer, right? And after the timer, right, I guess my biggest issue would be we have to play 1 match each week. And we have to play matches with different coaches where we have to go set up, like, DMs and be like, hey, man, when can we play? We have to play for week 2. We have to play for week 3. And not every coach has, like, a really good schedule. Because remember, all these coaches are all, like, the cream of the crop, creme de la creme of, like, Pokemon content creators. And so that means that, like, if I'm trying to match up with someone that has, like, 30K subs, has a full-time stream schedule and all this other stuff, they can only play, like, a good example. My week 3 is against Moet, right? And so Moet said, hey, I'm free most weekdays, preferably towards the end of the week, after 5 p.m. So we actually set up, we played Thursday at 5 p.m., right? And so I played Friday against James for week 1. I played Friday against Fruit Berries for week 2, which means I had all Monday through Friday to prepare for James. And then I had all through Monday through Friday to prepare for Fruit Berries. And then I had all of Monday through Thursday to prepare for Moet, right? But Chimpact, who I played in week 4, says they can only play on weekends. And so since they have to be uploaded on weekends, on Saturdays, that means I have to play Chimpact on Saturday, which means I had to spend less time preparing for Moet. I only had 4 days as opposed to the 5, which I was accustomed to. And then I only have 1 day, which is today, to look at Chimpact's team, who we can see right here. And so Chimpact's gotten a lot of his games out of the way. And so he was waiting for me for a couple weeks, which means he's already built like how to beat my team. But I only have 1 day. I have 1 day in addition to we're hosting a tournament today. I got a stream. I have to upload. There's other things that I have to do. So it's like, do you understand a situation where how the hell am I actually supposed to make a team that can beat this if I have 1 day to even think of it? And that moves on to the last 2 points problems that I have. How do you think we get these Pokemon? How do you think we get these Pokemon? Right? They don't just, they kind of do just fall out of nowhere. If let's say I had to get these Pokemon, I could not breed all these in a day. It'd be incredibly impossible. And so the WBE uses, they gen Pokemon. And not all people do it. Not all people do it. I'll say like A-Drive doesn't gen. And there's a few other like Poise I don't think gens. But yeah, I don't like doing that. Like I said, I don't like this spoofing timer thing because it breaks like the rules of the game. And when you start breaking the rules of the game, and when you start genning and doing all those things, like I feel like why even play? You know? That's like when people like that's why I don't do those like those like Nuzlocke runs where they like completely change all the encounter rates and other things like that. Because like if you're gonna change those things, like why even play? Yo, I appreciate the bits, my guy. And like I said, we are hosting a tournament today. You can check that out by typing the info right here. But yeah, I don't like genning. I really, really don't like genning. It's not something that we do on my channel. It's not something that I promote. But like, yeah, you have to gen to do the WBE because you have to make these teams. I have to make this team in a day. I have to come up with a team that counters teams my opponent, which is another thing. Like I've told you before, like going to regionals and like people like metagaming and countering teams. I don't like doing that. Like when I build a team to counter a meta, right? I don't build a team to counter the Zeraora guy. I feel scummy doing that. I feel like that much like targeted counterplay. I just feel scummy. It just doesn't. And so that's a problem with me. Like I should have known this before I started though. Like I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't know WB had the timer. I didn't know WB gen Pokemon. I didn't know WBE was like this level of like counter teaming thing. And I'm not like a fan. I'm just not a fan. And so am I dropping out of the WBE? No, I'm not dropping out of it. It's just a problem that I think we have to address. And so going forward, right? Going forward, we're not going to gen. I'm not going to do it. And you know what sucks? There's a lot of Pokemon that have like old school moves. Like let's say I have this Pikachu on my team. If I want to use Extreme Speed from like a Gen 3 move tutor, I can't get that if I don't gen, right? I can't do it. But you know what? I'm not going to compromise like my beliefs on the way that I think the game should be played just because I'm in a draft league. Draft league that I am not a fan of being in right now because I don't like the way it's run. So I'm not going to compromise the way I want to play the game. And I'm not going to lie, I did gen the Pokemon for the first 2 weeks and it ate me up and I felt like I was just like not having fun. Jenny saves so much time. If that's how you want to play, that's fine. Don't hack no point. Yeah, I don't like it. Like, I don't like it. And I've had to because you only have like a day to make these teams. So I'm not going to do it. I'm only going to use stuff that I'm going to use. And what I'm going to do is I feel that the World Battle Entertainment League, right? The WBE, it's called World Battle Entertainment. I think I was treating it a little bit too seriously, right? Because it is all of the best singles battlers on YouTube. And so I was treating it like, all right, I need to win. I need to make the playoffs. I need to do all this stuff. If I don't like draft league format, like the inherent, uniqueness about it, if I suck at it, which obviously like I do. Also, I'm gonna give a little bit of a tangent here. There's also like a bunch of like people that do like, week 1, week 2 review, draft breakdowns, all those things. Everyone comments. Like I read the other coaches' comments and stuff like that, like in their comment sections. I watch these draft analyses. Yo, everyone is hell mean to me. No one likes my team. Everyone thinks I make misplays, and they don't understand the context of like hacking is eating me up inside. don't like having the timer and all that stuff, right? And so yeah, Diamond's on point here. We are not going to gen. We as a community, every single week, are going to be building my teams on stream. You guys will pick the bonds that I use, and we will all together get the Pokemon legitly, and we will be the shining light. We will be the shining light. That will, you know, make the game fun for us, because it's the World Battle Entertainment League. The whole point is going to be to entertain. And if we lose, if we get dumpstered, but we entertained, I think that is the point. So case in point, like there's a Politoed on my team. Politoed can wear Metronome. What's more entertaining than like Choice Scarf Metronome? Stuff like that. Stuff like that. We're going to take a look at my team versus Chimpac's team, the Philadelphia Scizors, and I want to say this site is not updated. Phalanx is no longer on my team, and Pikachu is no longer on my team. We are going to be switching them out for 2 Pokemon. Pikachu is going to be switched out for Sableye, and Phalanx is going to be switched out for a Pokemon that has the best moveset of any legal Pokemon in the entire game. I think it's a Pokemon that is going to become a brand new staple for our channel. You know, a lot of people, like when they think of THATSAplusONE, they think of Butterfree, right? They think of Sableye, they think of Sceptile, they think of Zoroark, they think of a bunch of cool Pokemon that we've used in the past, and I think I'm going to be bringing a brand new Pokemon that people are going to be really excited to see, not only in singles, I think in doubles. I think this Pokemon is going to be one of, if not the Pokemon that will absolutely be the anti-meta pick for VGC moving forward in Season 6, and that is Mr. Rime. I want you guys to tell me what Mr. Rime gets, because literally, you can just type in a move, and this Pokemon gets it. We're going to go check out Mr. Rime here, and we're just going to look at some moves that it gets. Like Baton Pass. I didn't even know it gets, it gets literally everything. This Pokemon gets Encore, Baton Pass, Fake Out, Foul Play, all the different ice attacks. It gets Screen Cleaner to beat Lapras, which is super nice. It gets Rapid Spin for singles, Nasty Plot, freaking Slack Off, gets recovery moves, Substitute, Sucker Punch, Taunt, Trick Room. Like, this Ally Switch after you on a 70 base Speedmon, it doesn't get imprisoned. I wish. I would, if this thing got imprisoned, it'd be nuts. It gets Confuse Ray, it gets Copycat, Hypnosis, Icy Wind, Magic Room, Mirror Coat, like, Round, Recycle, Skill Swap, Solar Beam, Teeter Dance. This Pokemon gets it all. Pokemon gets it all. Gets Brick Break too. Like, his Pokemon gets so many cool things. And I do think that Mr. Rime, moving forward, is going to be a Pokemon that we're going to be able to use Mr. Rime in, like, every single tournament. Or in every single, like, sort of format. And I think that Mr. Rime also makes my WBE team a lot better, because now I have a Rapid Spinner. It also gets, like, Freeze Dry. Like, Mr. Rime has no bad matchups. Depending on how you play it, Mr. Rime has no bad matchups. Look at the stat distribution. 110? That's a good number, right? 70? That's a good number. 700? That's a good number too. At 85 attack, that's still a good number. That's like a Flygon, guys. And yeah, someone already caught on to it. Screen Cleaner. I didn't draft Mr. Rime to beat the Klefki, but it does work. Yeah, I think Mr. Rime is just a great Pokemon for the remainder of the season here. And I think Mr. Rime is going to be like really, really good for my team moving forward. So remember, Phalanx is being replaced with Mr. Rime, and Pikachu is being replaced with Sableye. So you can see Chimpac's team has Zeraora, Scizor, Klefki, Crocodile, Jellicent, Lucario, Quillfish, Slurpuff, Appleton, Gourgeist, Sigilyph. Very, very good. Very, very good team. Zeraora is one of the most aggressive Pokemon in the format. Scizor and Lucario both have really, really good priority options. Quillfish is good versus my team. Appleton's probably pretty good versus my team. I think Jellicent's probably coming. We want to try to guess what Pokemon our opponent's going to be bringing. I do think they're bringing Zeraora, especially because I'm switching out my Pikachu. So they'll be able to be bringing Zeraora. They'll probably be bringing Crocodile or something to set rocks, and I think it's going to be the Crocodile. Screen Cleaner is an ability that Mr. Rime has that says it and its allies ignore screens when they're on the board. So I do think Zeraora's coming. I do think Crocodile's coming. I do think Jellicent's coming. And let's see. I think that Appleton might be coming. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a Sigilyph here. I think Sigiliph's pretty good. And I wouldn't be surprised to see like Lucario or Scizor. If not, maybe both of them. So we can see like what we want to do is play around all like 10 of these as opposed to like really trying to counter 6. We want to make a thing that like your opponent can't really check with all of them. So we can check out the team that I kind of threw together. And like I said, you guys are going to help me build this. And so the team right here, I don't know if I want to keep this Zoroark, but the team so far, right, is Kingdra, Mr. Rime, Politoed, Drednaw, and Mimikyu. Those are the core that I do want, right? Those are the core that I do want. I really, really like Mr. Rime. I also think Mr. Rime gets a lot of really cool moves. Like, we can go Damp Rock Rain Dance on this thing and make it super, super nice. I think that it might actually be, like, super, super saucy. Just being able to set that rain, like, oh, man, that's so good versus, like, this squad here. Being able to set rain with the Mr. Rime. And, like, we also have, like, Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry hits hard here. 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 Freeze Dry hits hard here and here. Like, you see, like, the value, you know, against, like, the Lucario or maybe even the Scizor, yeah, it might not be that great, but then we could switch away to something. We could switch away to, like, our Politoed to block the Bullet Punch or the E-Speed, and, you know, from there, we could go for, like, an Eject button on our Politoed, right? And then we'll come right back in with our Kingdra, and we'll regain that board momentum. That's kind of like what I was looking at here. This was the Eject button. Perfect. You can totally see him spike and stack with Quillfish and Crook. That's why we have the Rapid Spin here. So we're able to Rapid Spin those away. And he doesn't have any ghosts other than the Jelly Scent, so I can feel like I'm pretty good. Because, like, if he wants to switch in our Jelly Scent to block a Rapid Spin, we Freeze Dry it, right? You always inspired me to use no Metamons. For that, you are a blessing. Somewhat boring playstyle from OU-Mons. Yo, that's what we do here. That is what we do here. So let's see. Do you guys think we should bring Zoroark in this matchup? Because we do have a Phantom 6th Mon. We could bring Butterfree. We could bring Decidueye. We could bring Zoroark. We could bring the Tyranitar. So what Mon do you guys think should be our last Mon? Because I'm going to let you guys pick. This is going to be community driven. Like, I'm going to guide it. I'm going to show my ideas. But the Pokemon that we're going to bring every week, the Pokemon that we're going to, the EV spreads, the movesets, this is all going to be driven by the community. You vote Butterfree. Zoroark can help versus Scizor, as Pikachu wanted to. I mean, alright, so I think that, like, Zoroark can help versus Scizor. If you guys want to see Zoroark sets, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking of actually leading Zoroark against this matchup. I was thinking about leading Zoroark. Like, hear me out here. You lead Zoroark and disguise it as literally anything that is not Politoed. And you can go for Taunt, because I really do think they're going to be leading with either the Quillfish or the Crocodile, right? So you can Taunt, but also you can counter. So if they actually decide, like, let's say I lead with Zoroark and disguise it as a Mimikyu, right? I lead with Zoroark, disguise it as Mimikyu. They're going to try to break that Mimikyu. And let's look at their board. If they have a Scizor, if they have a Lucario, if they have a Zeraora, if they have a Crocodile, they're going to try and break your disguise. Those are all physical mons. So we can go Sash counter and just take those things out. Thank you for clarifying use of Gen Mons. I know idea the inner workings rule issue this draft league has. Could you see a draft league that didn't use fake Mons? I actually couldn't really see one working because you have to play every single week, right? You have to play every single week and completely change your teams. I know that, like I said, A-Drive does all his stuff legit, and I'm pretty sure Poise does as well. All the people that are like big shiny hunters make all their stuff legit. I think like Ceradan might also do it as well. A couple of the VGC players do it legit. What about Flamethrower? Even in rain, it still hurts Scizor a lot. I think that they might just pack an Aqua Berry because it's pretty standard. Zoroark Flamethrower. The thing is, like, is Scizor a problem? I'm actually curious. Like, do we think Scizor's a problem for our team? I don't think Scizor's a problem. We have Kingdra and Politoed. And a Mimikyu, which is kind of okay. Like, we can also just counter the Scizor, guys. Scizor will just die. He'll hit us, and then he'll die. And so, like, counter in this situation does, like, a similar job as Flamethrower. And then we have, like, the ability to U-turn into other stuff after there. I think we're gonna go with the Zoroark, because I think the Zoroark gives me a safer option to deny hazards. Also, like, the only other option would be, like, we can also go for, like, knockoff with the Zoroark and, like, taunt and stuff like that. I think Zoroark is actually pretty pog here, especially if it disguises the right thing. Scizor's sort of a problem, has pretty bullet punch, you can have a choice band. I have a Kingdra. And a Politoed. Like, you know that does, like, 10%, right? I win if you're gonna be, like, Banded Scizor. That's what I'm thinking. And also, guys, if it is, like, everyone's like, use Flamethrower Zoroark, and it's Banded Scizor, he'll just kill me and I'll die. It's like, what? We also have to imagine that, like, the one of the reasons we want to use, like, counter, as opposed to, like, Flamethrowers, is because, like, there might be screens up, right? Mr. Rime has Screen Cleaner while it's on the board, but we're going to have to do our best to deny screens. And so, like, If you set screens with your clef key and I flamethrower your clef key, well, that doesn't do shit, you know? Like, we'll see. We'll see. I think we're gonna go Scissor. Sorry, I think we're gonna go with this Zork set. That is what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Is this exact Zork set right here? We also have U-turn to enable like safe switches into this guy, safe switches into this guy, stuff like that. Can Scissor live 2 Drednaw liquidations if it's physical? I don't think Scissor can actually live. Well, it depends on how he's built, right? It does depend on how he's built, but let's go Drednaw. And you're saying that I would be using Liquidate. I would not be using Liquidate. I'd probably be using Head Smash. So, like, we'll set this at 50. We'll go 252 squad. Go drop that Adamant. I'll drop a Life Orb on there. Because, actually, is banded. Let's be real. Is banded. Choice Band Beatdown. And then Scissor. We can also look at Liquidate, though. Right, let's just throw Liquidate on there. So Head Smash. Alright. See if you guys can still see that. Alright, screener completely gets rid of screens. Does it? I thought it only got rid of screens when you were on the board. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. See, Mr. Rime's so good. I didn't even know that. That's busted. Looks like I don't need Brick Break on it then. Alright, so then we're looking at this Scissor. You can see Head Smash, if we have it doesn't have any points, 1-shots. Right, let's make it raining. Alright, so Rain, Liquidate would KO if it is raining. Let's put 252 and 8. This is the standard Scissor set, like right there. That's standard and Head Smash Okos, right? So like that is a standard Scissor set and Head Smash still Okos. And Liquidation actually can Oko. So like that's pretty pog. That Head Smash is a lot. Let's see if we want full defense, though. So he can live that if he's full HP defense, and then his Bullet Punch would do, like, what? If he's full HP, his Bullet Punch only is 20%, and then, like, we just 2-shot with Liquidate. He can't even switch in on it. Does Mr. Rime take off the effects only when he enters the battle? No, it's apparently he just gets rid of it. Does Bullet Punch recoil? Oko Drednaw? No. Look. See? I guess, like, the only way is if he was, like... Nope. So, like, if you wanted to Bullet Punch me first, 30% plus 50%, it's 80. I still have 20. Oh, no Technician? Alright, we'll do it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. There we go. Nope, we still live. There's no... There's no way that we can die from that. Absolutely no way. So I'm thinking Banded Drednaw is really nice, because if you also look at his team, that's a one-shot. That's a one-shot. These two might live, but they can't switch in on it. This guy might actually still die. He would die to the Liquidate. So, like... Damn, he eats that way better than I thought. That Head Smash. He eats that way better than I thought. But the Liquidate is a one-shot in the rain to a standard Lucario. So, like... That's pretty good. That's, like, heavy. And he's gonna have to put some speed. So, like, we can't imagine he'd be like this. We can't imagine he'd have that much bulk. And, like, he's still almost as getting KO'd. So, like, that's a lot of damage still, too. Coolfish gets one-shotted. Slurpuff gets one-shotted. Appleton probably does, too. Let's just check Appleton. Haban Thick Fat. We're going to be going, like, I already am expecting that. I'll talk about that in a little bit. What was Appleton? We'll move on to look at some Appleton calcs. So, Head Smash. One shot on that Appleton. He can barely live a banded one. That's dope. And he shouldn't be full HP on the card. He should not. But let's just check out Appleton. He's going to have to go defensive. And so, like, let's go Kingdra here. And so someone was talking about, like, Haban Berry to deal with, like, Kingdra. But, like, how much damage does this do? Because we're going to be using special Kingdra. Modest. Life Orb. So that's a lot of damage. I have multiple 6 heavy Swiss from Drednaw. I think we're just gonna use like a standard like band set. But yeah, we'll get all this stuff done. But like you can see, we already like so much damage to that Hurricane. I'd say how much damage a Draco would do, just to see it, you know. Come on, Draco. There we go. So Draco does KO. Let's say he did have a Habomberry. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, for Hurricane's really good. So we're gonna like Hurricane, Draco Meteor, stuff like that. Yeah, Mr. Rime has such a variety of moves to choose. I agree. Has a trap remover, rapid spin, slack off, HP restoration. Yeah, Mr. Rime is like the sauce. Also gets like secondary weather activator. So really, really good Pokemon. But yeah, we have a really good matchup versus like a lot of these guys if we correctly use Drednaw. And so let's start looking at the Drednaw set. We know we want Head Smash, right? Big Head Smash. We know we want Liquidate. And we're going to be banded, right? We are going to be banded. So what other moves do you think we need on Drednaw? Does Politoed get blocked? I don't think you want to block with Politoed. What other move should we go, right? I think we want to Throat Chop. Just because you can hit the Jelly Scent and the Gorgeist and the Sigilyph with it. Like, we're going to have to... I mean, you could technically Head Smash all of those. Right? Jaw Lock. Yeah, the same thing as Throat Chop. Throat Chop's a little bit stronger, I believe. You could also technically get away with going, like, Earthquake. But I don't know about that one. I actually kind of want to make room for Rock Slide. You gotta say Jaw Lock. Let's look at it. It's a dark move, right? It's like an 80? So I can't switch out either. That's not that hot, guys. I don't like that. I really don't. Like, what's the scenario where this is good? Like, if he switches on a Slurpuff and I Jaw Lock it, I can't switch. Yeah, it traps me into. Yeah, I don't like that. I think that if anything, Throat Chop would be better, because it's the same power. Yeah. I'd rather go with the Throat Chop though. I would just kill it. Right? I would just kill the Jelly Scent. Same thing, like if they switch in like the freaking Crocodile or some shit. We'll look at the calcs. I also think, like I said, like I kind of want to just put Rock Slide on it. Just because I think Rock Slide could still be a lot of value. Let's look at some other moves Drednaw gets. Mega Horn for the Appleton. Mega Horn. Where's this team? Mega Horn's not great, but that's funny. Maybe like a Stone Edge, because like I feel that like Head Smash, I don't want to always Head Smash, you know. Superpower. I'm thinking I want Earthquake here, because like bam, 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 bam. I'm gonna put Earthquake on it. Earthquake's definitely coming. Body Slam. I don't know about that one. We're using a band. We're using Choice Band. Yeah, I do think that even though he has like Appleton, Gorgeist, Sigilyph, if we save it correctly, right? EQ's really solid. It hits Zeraora, it hits Klefki, it hits Lucario, it hits Quillfish, all for super effective damage. So like I do think that that's definitely a good one. And then we have the Head Smash for like Jelly Scent and stuff. Yo, DJ plays FPS, subscribe to Twitch Prime for 9 months. Thank you for the sub, my friend. And guys, remember there is still time to sign up for today's tournament. I'm gonna check out how many people we got. How many people do we have in the tournament? You guys can't see this, but I can. That's why I have my... You guys can listen to like the in-game background noise. There's not that many people in the tournament today. So like the way the tournament's gonna work is first place gets $10 over PayPal. It's a free to enter tournament. And the top 2 teams are gonna be getting featured on the YouTube channel if they want to make rental codes for it. You know, Quillfish gets dual spikes, yeah. How many people we got? We got 13 people. Not bad. Not bad. That means you guys, there's a 1 in 13 chance of just getting that big win. Okay. Sorry, one sec. And it's easy dropping the sub as well. Sorry, I missed it, my guy. I missed it. Yo, dropping the big sub. We got 2 subs up. Thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a good one. So yeah, we'll come back to the rest of the Drednaw set. We'll come back to the EVs. We're going to look at the Kingdra set. I know that we want our Kingdra to be Life Orbed. And so I know we want, like, Draco. Or sorry, do we want Draco or do we want, like, Pulse? I think I'm going to go Dragon Pulse. We can subscribe through Prime. Yep. I would join, but I have to leave in an hour and a half for some errands. I mean, the tournaments, you can, I would say just join. I would say it's still worth it to join. I'm going to put Hydro here. It sucks if we miss. And then we're going to put Hurricane. Do we really want Draco? I'll go Draco. And then what's our last move that we really want? What's a good last move to have on Kingdra? We could do a Critdra. Just throw like Focus Energy. Wow. Flip turn? I don't think I need the flip turn with Kingdra. Icy Wind's okay. Ice Beam? Yeah, I like that. Yo, XXO Boost OXX extending their subscription through September. That's dope. Protect. This is singles, my guy. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And we're on a hype train. Yo, we take those. Is DD Crazy Tech? It is on a special attacker. So, yeah, I think that, like, I think Ice Beam's solid there. Like, you look at his team, like, super effective, super effective, super effective. Super effective switch in. Yeah, Ice Beam's okay coverage.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Thank you so much for the follow as well. Alright, so it's Kingdra done. Mimikyu's pretty simple. I got that set. Soraka, I got that set. Politoed. Now, Politoed has a weird scenario where it can be usable here. I think we are going to run the Brick Break on the Politoed because I do think Kingdra might be able to outspeed Zero Aura, but, like, there's no reason to run the DD. Like, we'd have to run, like, a mixed Kingdra. I'm not about that. But what does Politoed really want to run? I do want to keep the Brick Break. I think we want Scald. And I don't really want Toxic, right? Because, like, we can't even get it because it's from an older gen. Do we really just do it? Do we do it? Do you guys want to see it? It learns it in this game. He runs Sunny Dan Klefki. That's why we have Politoed and Mr. Rime both using Rain Dance. I'll do it. If you guys want to see Metronome Politoed, I'm all about it. Yeah, alright. I'm so down to flex. You know that meme from like Family Guy? Like, what's in the box? It's like, it could be whatever you want. It's like, you could get like this pair of socks, or like the socks could be in the box. So let's just sit on that. So we need one more move here. I'm going to put Rock Slide here. Because like, Head Smash is sometimes... Actually, let's put Stone Edge. No, let's put Rock Slide. Rock Slide's fine. Can you just Fisher the Jelly Scent? Yeah, right? I can just get Fisher with this. Stealth Rocks. We're a Choice Band set. I don't think I want Rocks. I could take the Choice Band off. Hear me out. Put a Life Orb there instead, which I originally had, and put Stealth Rocks at the last spot. I like that. I like that a lot better, actually. Yeah, I dig that. Okay. Give our Eject button here. We'll make that EV spread in a minute. Let's look at this guy's set. He doesn't need Brick Break now. Screen Cleaner is the best ability in the game. On switching, the effects of Aurora Veil, Light Screen, and Reflect end for both sides. So I know we want Rapid Spin. I know we want Rain Dance. I actually want Slack Off. That's so good. And I want Freeze Dry. Because I think we might be able to play a value game for some of the other mons on the team. And I really want to go bulky, but I want to have just enough special attack to, like, maybe Oko Appleton. If we can. Because, like, it's a stabbed freeze dry. Or at least give me, like, a 2-shot, you know? 2-shot. Freeze dry. Again, stick fat. Alright, it's a 2-shot. Already. That's fine. Let's see if he goes, like, heavy specialty. So, like, I could put a little bit in there. Like, I could put, like, a little bit in there. Let's look at Crook. Let's see if he switches in on that. Like, how much damage you take. Over half. Gorgeist. Huh. Yeah, even if, like, heavy HP investment is going to be doing over half. Alright. And the last mom was Siglif. It's fine. Let's look at... Yo, is that 3 emotes shared for the... Yo, the hype train. 300 bits from Izzy as well. Guys, put some bit for emotes up. Definitely thank you guys so much. 300 big bits. You love to see it. Yeah, let's use Jelly Scent Calcs and, we did Jelly Scent and then Cool Fish. What if you just want, like, Scarf Zero or with Grass Knot? Is that a big problem? No, you can't do any damage to Kingdra. It's neutral damage. You'd be better off doing the electric attack. So Freeze Dry is still over half on most Jelly Scent sets. I'd like that to be a little bit more significant. So, like, maybe we'll put, like, 36? Is that the number that I'm thinking of? Yeah, it's like 36. Is that even significant? It's not even worth it. No, I'm okay with just having none. No special attack investment on the Mr. Rime. I'd rather be bulkier. So, like, we're gonna go full HP because we get we get a lot more value off that. We don't want to eat, like, let's see, physical. There's an even spread of, like, there's more predominantly physical attackers than special attackers, I would say. Because, like, Jelly Scent's special, but, like, I don't care about Jelly Scent, and our specialty stats high. I actually don't mind going, like, as weird as it looks, like, I actually don't have a problem with doing, like, that. Is it anything in the 70s? Like, Slurpuff is 72. I don't think we're going to be fighting Slurpuff with it. Is it worth it to outspeed a Slurpuff? What am I going to do against it? Freaking freeze dry it? Doesn't really seem value. He probably has some burden too, so he probably use an item. So, like, I actually don't have a problem with just doing, like that, you know? It's the last 4 over here. Last 4 right there. I don't have a problem with doing that. I actually don't have a problem with doing that, because he's just here for, like, setting rain and chilling. Like, literally chilling. I don't think it's super worth it in speed. I don't think so either. Like, we have Rapid Spin to get a speed boost, but, like, I think this is pretty okay. So we're gonna run some calcs here. So, like, how much damage do we mitigate from Zera Aura? I don't even know how to spell that thing. Is that Pokemon's name? Zera Aura. Alright. There's a standard Zera Aura set. So, like, if we're bulk... Yeah, see, he doesn't, like, do that much damage. We can out-recover that, and we'll put, like, a lefties on it. Oh, we can't have lefties. We have Damp Rock. That's fine. But you can see, like, he doesn't break us. We can recover that out. And he's taking orb damage if he's doing that. Oh, he's not heavy duty boots. So let's make him orb. Yeah, he does a little bit over half. I think that's nice. It'd be nicer if I had leftovers on this set, but I think this is fine. Knockoff does a lot. Super effective. What would you want? Heavy duty boots? I don't think so, because I have, like, I think that's normally a really good option. Like, a really good option, I would say. But we do plan on, like, U-turning, taunting, and stuff like that. Like, we're planning on opening up with a taunt user. So, like, if I ever see him go for Rock Sliders Hearts, push this guy in. Also, the fact that we have a recovery move can make up, like, do you know how premium having a recovery move on your Rapid Spinner is? It's unbelievably busted. It's so good. So that's going to happen. Let's mess with this Kingdra set. So this Kingdra needs to outspeed a Zera Aura. So let's go Kingdra. So we need to whatever the stat, we need to go to 216. So we need to get to 108. So that's 20. There. We outspeed Zero Aura in rain. Because you'd see we'd get a +2. So you see, we outspeed the Zero Aura there. So that means that our Kingdra has the luxury of going like whatever that is. So that means our Kingdra can do this. And that makes me kind of not want to run an orb. Right? It makes me kind of not want to run an orb. Am I wrong? Flash Cannon's cool. I don't think I need it. Maybe want to make sure you outspeed stuff out of range. Kingdra already outspeeds most of the threats on in their team. Right? So Kingdra already outspeeds, like, the Jelly Sense. We can't outspeed Crocodile. We already outspeed Scizor. I can't outspeed Lucario. I can speed tie a Cool Fish. Like, we already outspeed a lot of those. Yo, Wiki's lefties? Lefties Kingdra. Oh, wait. Oh, that's so good. That's value. Right? Am I wrong? That seems super nice. And we train just This should be Scald. Come on. That's way cooler. I dig that. I dig that. Y'all would be really good if I prioritized rocks. So we're going to sit on that. I think that's super good, by the way. Sub Leftovers set. I dig it. That's 6 sets. So we got these two done. These two done. I think that actually having the Icy one on the Politoed, like, what else would you put there? Right? You could put, like, Encore there. You could put Haze there. I think the Icy Wind might be a little bit value. Because, like, let's go to Zero Aura. Like, huh? I want to see if we outspeed Mimikyu. Yeah, see, like, Mimikyu would outspeed the Zero Aura, right, at a -1. And I think that's important. And also, like, we'd be able to, like, if he has Crook... If anything switches in on the Politoed and eats the Icy Wind, it gets kind of dumpstered. Won't sub up use up rain turns? It doesn't really matter if it uses up rain turns because I have multiple setters. Like, Kingdra doesn't need the rain to work. Like, if I burn your Zero Aura, even if I don't kill it, you're useless. And Jelly Scent's gonna have a hard-ass time beating a Kingdra if we get a sub up. Like, a hard time. So I definitely think this is a cool set. I don't mind having the Brick Break here either. Just because I'm not always gonna have Mr. Rime. And I do think that they're gonna be bringing the Clef Key. Like, if you have a better idea, you don't want to use Perish Song. You could use Toxic. You know, you would definitely think about using Toxic. Hypnosis would be cool. I think that I'm just like, these two are like covering your options. And we need to make a really good moves. We need to make a really good EV spread. I think we probably want, again, I just think that like this is like the better way to do it. Because there's so many physical threats on that team. Like, this might be special. This is a bad matchup that might be special, might be special, but like physical, not important. Physical. I think that you're just better off going like that. And if he punishes me for that, I think that's okay. We're gonna put this last 4 in speed on the Politoed, as opposed to Mr. Mime. So like maybe if like Mr. Mime gets like outsped by something that's speed creeping my 70s, I have 2 70s, this one would outspeed it. Let's go. Alright, Drednaw. Again, we just need to hit 108. Just burn him, yeah. Like, we have Scald, just burn everything. Alright, so we just need to hit 108. That's probably like... Nope, that's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be like 100. 104. 108. Perfect. And he could totally, like, out-value me. I'm thinking. Do you think he goes special Lucario since he already has Scizor for physical steel damage? Ooh, that's right. Special Lucario. I didn't even think about it. Politoed's fine for Special Lucario. Has a good special D stat. Like, even though I'm going heavy investment here, the fact that I'm going full HP means I'm good. But that's actually a good thing to remember. I didn't even think about that, so really good to know. Yeah, we want to go heavy HP investment, so we actually have, like, recoil ability. I actually think it's actually important. I'm literally EV training in recoil by doing this, and I think that's okay. Especially with, like, my Life Orb. I think we actually really do need HP points. Zoroark is a pretty easy one, I think. I might be able to take some speed out, put in HP, but, like, we don't even need any more HP. I'm going to keep the Zoroark at full speed because I want to be able to outspeed weird stuff in case, like, Icy Winds come into play. And Zoroark doesn't need to be... Actually, can I get away with Adamant? I can get away with Adamant against this, so I'll just be Adamant. Adamant's a lot better. Yep. We pretty much need to be the same speed as, like, Mimikyu, and they're very similar, and Mimikyu is just the easy spread right there. But we can be Adamant here, too. We need to be faster than 148, and so, like, I guess I could cut some of that. Maybe I should. What do you guys think? Should I cut it? Like, I don't actually need the health. Like, if I counter something, they're dead. So it's like, I don't need any more investment. Is that really min-maxing incorrectly? Because I think, like, the speed might end up coming into play if they're running, like... No, I'll put some points in HP. Mimikyu should outspeed Crook unless you bring the Scarf. Ah, you're right. No, you're right. I should do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Should I just run Scarf Mimikyu, actually? What do you put here? Oh, oh, it's so good! Switch in, free switch, break the Scarf, Destiny Bond, peace out, Zeraora. I'm down. Sign me up. That was really good. Alright, but then, like, how much do we really want here? I have to just do, like, I think I'm just going to use that number. 2v2 squad seems okay. Yep. Gotta go fast. Like, is it... what Pokemon would be the biggest threat, speed tier-wise? It'd be this Lucario. As long as I'm outspeeding Lucario. Alright, so what's Lucario again? Nature is timid, just to throw it there. Alright, so 156. Guys, there's 2 minutes until the tournament starts if you guys want to still sign up. Oh! See? It's perfect. It's perfect, right? No, I knew it. I'm down. Look at that. 157, 156. Adamant. Outspeed the timid. That's value. Look at those numbers.